In talking about the cognitive development of homeless youth and youth experiencing poverty, we also explored Piaget's theory of cognitive development, largely the ideas of assimilation and accommodation. So, assimilation refers to an existing framework or scheme which was gained by a young learner when they become familiar with their environment, and they then accommodate for new experiences by adding to their existing schemes. And in the case of a student who's stuck in poverty or homelessness, though, there may be times when neither accommodation or assimilation are used. Piaget suggests that certain new encounters and experiences may be ignored if they're altogether found just too unfamiliar to a child. And further, if the disequilibrium is too great and students who are marginalized by poverty are completely uncomfortable in new settings, such as schools, they may be too discouraged or anxious by this discomfort and be deterred from changing or trying to improve this balance between organizing, assimilating, and accommodating. If a student facing homelessness does not have a safe or familiar environment to go back to at the end of the school day, it can be hard for them to make sense of their experiences of assimilation also. Further, accommodation can become an extremely daunting task for a young student who feels that their after-school life and home environment, or lack thereof, is so extremely different from their peers. Also, the first three stages of Piaget's theory rely heavily on ties with physical surroundings and objects. Homeless youth wouldn't necessarily have access to mechanisms which are often introduced to young children with the intent of being cognitively stimulating. So things such as toys, children's books, which are designed for imaginative learning and problem-solving purposes. Not only could parents find it hard to provide materially, but they could also find it difficult to provide adequate child care, which would be beneficial to their children's development, which could contribute to further inconsistent physical environments. So our question that arose from this was, how will children start to notice then, according to Piaget's theory, if something is missing, if it's never around long enough for them to get used to?